Well, here's a quote for you. This quote is from Sir Isaac Newton, and I think it's very appropriate for the topic you brought up. Sir Isaac Newton was credited with saying, "If I was able to see any further than others, it is because I stood on the shoulders of giants." Now, I think that is very appropriate, because I think that your sort of dichotomy between liberals and conservatives, that liberals think it's just society that produces genius and that conservatives think it's just individuals, I think they're both wrong. I think that genius arises out of individuals who are able to find a network of peers, and they're able to discuss, they're able to correct each other, they're able to make observations. A community of peers is much more capable of advancing science and arts than any sort of individual. So I think that social organizations are extremely important. Now, does society at large contribute to it? Probably not. I don't think it's society at large. I think it's a very elite subculture, a network of peers that advances science and arts. And is very important. If you look at the geniuses in science, such as Einstein, for example. Einstein, he's estimated to have had an IQ of about 140. Now, that places him at being perhaps 1 out of 1,000, okay, which is, for his discoveries is kind of meager. But if you look at what he was doing and the people he was communicating with, you can see that, not only did he have these just brainstorms that he was able to concoct this stuff, but he had a lot of valuable input. He worked at the patent office, where he was able to get exposure to a lot of interesting and new ideas. He had exposure to the scientific community, where he knew about the Michelson-Morley experiments, where it was shown that the speed of light was, the same no matter which direction you aim the interferometer. So he had a lot of input, without which he would not have been able to come to any of his theories. Okay, so it's a network of peers. I don't think society at large enables scientific discovery, except that it requires a civilization, because it's only when you have a civilization that you're able to have a network of peers who are highly specialized, who are able to advance the arts and sciences in these directions. So it requires a civilization. If people are too busy looking for berries and hunting for wild boar, then there's not going to be a lot of science. It's when people are able to specialize, and they're able to barter in some way to trade for their basic survival needs, that they're able to form a community of peers where they're able to advance science. Okay, so it is dependent upon society and civilization to a large extent. It's also dependent upon individuals, but a community of individuals, a society of peers, in order to advance the science. So the answer is neither one. Okay, it's a synthesis of both. Okay, it's a community, a society of individuals, a network of peers who are able to advance arts and science. So that's all for now. Thanks.